Hello, everybody. Welcome to this Friday here in northern Michigan. Sorry, I'm a little bit late here. It's been one of those mornings that it's been nonstop, one thing after another. So phone calls and appointments and emails and you name it. It seems like everybody's trying to get their weekend wrapped up before they take off. So I'm going to grab some food. I'm going to put the food out. I've got a real neat letter to share with you folks today, so I can't wait to read it to you. So I'll be right back. somebody, I get a big kick out of it. Like people snap pictures of you. You dart in there, you jump a bag out, and then you take off. You know, it's all documented.
Everything going well with you?
We're going good. How about you guys?
Yeah.
Not up your full time.
No, not yet. I'd like to work another 3 years, we'll see. Or maybe another 2. But when I'm not traveling, sometimes I can work from here. I've got my printer and computer and everything. So, yeah, we do. And so I'm not traveling this week, so I'm going to go home tomorrow. I've got a flight on Sunday. I'll be back.
You know, we're getting my.
Oh, how cool.
Well, it's in the ground, but they're still having to get
Yeah.
especially me too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's about dial-up. Go say hi to Kurt.
All right, will do.
All right, see you later. Okay. Well, you can probably hear me talking. That is my Good Samaritan neighbor. Her name is Kathy, actually. She has a name. I don't know if I've ever mentioned it before, but you guys have seen her every once in a while. She comes in here, usually on a Sunday night, because they have a home here, and then they have a home down in the Detroit area. Usually on Sunday night, she'll drop off a bag of food. Well, she was going by, and the back of her vehicle was filled with all kinds of good stuff for the animals, too, and they're about a mile from here. I'm out of breath. Getting too old to be lugging these bags around, but she was going to give me more, and I said, no, that's good. I just stocked up yesterday. So what a thoughtful individual. So I'm going to be good with cracked corn here for at least another week or so. All right. Let me start with, there it is. I'll start with this before I forget, before I get to the letter here. I want to start out with the first thank you for Lynn Suits. Lynn, you know, I hope you're watching. Lynn has been there with us from the beginning and has just been so helpful over the years. She lives here in Michigan, down in Ann Arbor, and she has signed up to help us out every single month. So that's very cool. And Lynn received your payment this morning, so thank you so much for that. We appreciate it. Also wanted to mention again, I know I've mentioned a couple times this week, I've got guests coming in today, and talked to them this morning. My cousin's coming in and his wife, and her brother and her brother's wife, so there'll be the 4 of them coming up. So looking forward to seeing them. They're supposed to be getting here about 4:30, 5 o'clock. They're actually getting a tremendous amount of snow down there, downstate. They're getting a lot more snow than what we even have here, so it's kind of funny for them to actually drive from down there where there's normally not hardly any snow, if any, and come up north and have less. So, but that'll be fun. It'll be fun seeing them, and I'll be back when they get here. They're not snowmobilers, so you won't be hearing any snowmobile activity while they're here. But I received this letter. It came to the P.O. box, and it really struck me. So I wanted to share it with you guys. I got to make sure I pronounce this right because I talked to him on the phone today. His name is Eddie Kurose, and I hope I've got the accent on the right syllable there, Eddie. Really appreciate it. And I'll just go ahead and read it to you instead of trying to explain it. And I won't read it all because it's 2 pages long. But it says, Dear, and Eddie is from Mar Vista, California. It says, Dear Ken and Brenda, first of all, thank you for helping the animals stay alive, especially during the brutal winters. I'm kind of new to your site. I find it useful as a means of relaxing, me being as I am the sole caretaker for my mother who was 97 with dementia and rheumatoid arthritis, and your 24-hour site is so welcomed as I'm up at all hours since 2005. Wow, that's a long time, and I'm sure your mother really appreciates your dedication. It says, I notice animals on the backside of the snowman that haven't figured things out. or haven't figured things out. So I started thinking maybe I could help, as I'm always looking for ways to promote the National Education Center that is set up for the most decorated Army unit of its size in the history of the United States. And you can find more information about what he's talking about there at goforbroke.org. Not .com, but goforbroke.org. I actually took a look at the site today. Very, very interesting. And he goes on to say he'd like to propose to give a donation, which is significant, in memory of the 100th Battalion, 442nd Regimental Combat Team, Military Intelligence Service of World War II, and whose motto was Go for Broke. And that's where the website comes from, goforbroke.org. It says these men were awarded with 7 presidential citations, 21 Medals of Honor, 29 Distinguished Service Crosses, 560 Silver Stars, 22 Legion of Merit Medals, 15 Soldiers Medals, 4,000 Bronze Stars, and over 4,000 Purple Hearts. I mean, that's unbelievable. It's hard to even fathom that. In 2011, Go for Broke was awarded the Congressional Gold Medal. It says this donation is meant to provide coverage in back of the snowman to feed more animals. He's talking about wanting me maybe to put a little more back out here, which I have. I actually even put more out today than normal. But this certainly is going to go a long ways in helping us to be able to put out additional food, which I definitely will. In fact, I'm even going to put out some more before I leave. Let's see. What else? Oh, and he also, too, is making donations on behalf of 2 of his uncles, which is very cool. And I'm going to list all this stuff on the website, too. It'll be on snowmancam.com. You'll see it in the donation page, and you'll also see it up front. I'll have a blurb on there, and I'll have a link to the website, too. Let's see. It says the peaceful tranquility of your location, 24/7, 365. All the wild animals coming in to feed at all hours, and flying the American flag in the background all seems ideal for this tribute. And I couldn't agree with you more, Eddie. I really appreciate it. This touched Brenda and I when we got it and read it, and I couldn't wait to get out here and share it with everybody. So thank you so much. We definitely appreciate your donation, like we appreciate all donations. But yeah, you're going to see a little extra food out here by your special request. And like I said, I'll have more information on the website, snowmancam.com. So Eddie, thank you for that. Well, I didn't realize, I thought it was warmer than this out here, because I know I think it's like 18 degrees, but for some reason it really feels cold on my fingers. Let's see, what else? Oh, welcome to all the new folks that have come onto our Facebook page, and we're talking with Eddie on the phone. He said he's not on Facebook yet, so he's thinking maybe he might someday. So Eddie, I'm hoping this is going to be the thing to kind of push you into Facebook, if nothing else, to be able to see the things that people post on our Facebook pages. And for those of you that are interested in being a part of our Facebook page, just do a search for Snowman Cam, and 2 of them will pop up. Our Facebook page will be there, and also our Snowman Cam fans group will pop up there. And feel free to like the page and join the fans page. A great way to stay in touch with other folks that enjoy seeing the wildlife, and it's a nice way to learn about the snow cam, post pictures, ask questions. Just a great welcoming community of folks. So we certainly appreciate it. And I also appreciate that I'm noticing that a number of people too that have joined us are actually coming in and introducing themselves and telling us where they're from. That's pretty cool. We appreciate when you do that. We definitely want to have the pleasure of welcoming you into the group. So, trying to think what else. I know the letter was the big thing on my mind, so I stopped thinking. I talked to Richard on the way here. Oh, Richard, I told you when I get in front of the camera I'm going to forget what you wanted me to say, and I am. I'm forgetting what you wanted me to say. Oh, man. Sorry. If I don't write it down when I get in front of this thing, it's live. It just escapes me. Although I'm going to come back in a bit because speaking of Richard, and Richard says to tell everybody hello. I do remember that. The bread that I get from Richard, I actually have it stored right across the road here. And you probably, if you were watching yesterday, you saw me dump a box out. I just emptied the last of what I had stored in this garage. So I've got to run over and grab some more bread to put down. So I think I'm actually going to do that right now. I'm going to walk over, and maybe I'll remember what Richard said. Or Richard, if you're watching, call or text it to me, and I'll share whatever that was. But I'll be right back. Okay, that's today's extra scoop for the goforbroke.org folks. All right. Thank you, Richard, for calling me and reminding me of what you asked me to mention. Years ago, Richard made up these little replica snowmen. I mean, not real small, probably about that tall. Very, very cute. They were really popular. In fact, it was a fundraiser that actually kept us going years ago when we were considering shutting it down because it was getting to be too costly. So Richard came up with the idea that he would make these up, and it was really a cool thing. And what Richard asked is that people would take their little snowman with them on vacation and take pictures with it and send it back to us. And we have not done that for years. So if you have one of those out there, and you think about it, and some people took pictures of maybe where they lived, like we had some people in Scotland, go to some scenic places there and take pictures with their snowman. It was really kind of cool. It went all over the place. I think it might have been at the Super Bowl one year or a college football game or something, but people did a lot of fun things, and we posted those pictures. So he said, if any of you guys out there are watching, and you have one of his snowmen, keep that in mind. Get a picture with it someplace, either with you on vacation or in your hometown, or maybe in front of some sort of a touristy thing near your home. And I think that would be fun too. And I think Richard still has a few left. So if anybody's interested, if you look on the donation page, I think there's something on there towards the bottom of how you can get one of those. So that was the thing, Richard. Thank you so much, because like I said, today's been one of those days. I've got so much on my mind. I knew if I didn't have it written down, I would forget. And of course I did. Okay, well, I will be back about 4:30. And sorry, this kind of ran over the top of the hour. I try to get everything in. So for the folks to go back and look at the archives, that's why I usually try to get here like right after the top of the hour, so you don't have to kind of click around through 2 different hours to find this. But I'm pretty sure it's 2:06, so I definitely have gone over. So sorry about that. But I will try to be back here tomorrow on time. Tomorrow is Saturday. I'm not sure what time I'll be here, but I'll definitely let you know. In fact, actually, tomorrow, Brenda and I will be at the Otsego Christian School auction, which is their biggest fundraiser of the year. So, but I think we'll definitely be able to be here at the proper time. So, I think that's all I have for today. Looks like the suet is in pretty good shape, so the woodpeckers will be happy. Sunflower seeds are out. Of course, we've got the corn and the oats, and the alfalfa, and the pellets, and the dried bread. That dried bread looks really good. I think I could probably eat it just the way it is. So you're going to see the blue jays coming in and feasting on that. And, of course, I see the chickadees are grabbing some of the cracked corn. I didn't realize that. I thought they just liked sunflower seeds, but I see they like the cracked corn, too. Okay, and thank you to Kathy, my next-door neighbor, who also loves the wildlife and loves to feed them. She was telling me the story, I don't know if you could hear it, that she's got a porcupine up at her place, too. So she enjoys watching it just like we enjoy watching. And I saw the owl was here last night. Somebody snapped a picture of that, and you'll probably wind up seeing owls pretty frequently from here on out. We see them. It'll be kind of fun when they start hooting. Sometimes it sounds kind of eerie out here, so I'm looking forward to you guys being able to hear that now that we have sound. So I'm going to take off. I got a few more things to take care of yet today, and I feel like I'm forgetting something, but whatever it is, I'll write it down and I'll tell you tomorrow. So I hope wherever you're watching around the world that you're safe and warm and comfortable and in good health and well fed. And with your help, like Eddie today, I will definitely make sure that we get plenty of food out here to help our wildlife here in northern Michigan, at least in this area, get through some of these brutal winters. So I will probably pop in just for a little bit when I come back about 4:30 or 5 to greet my guests. And until then, we'll see you later. Take care, everybody.